Dear Randy, I'm here in the cottage again, where we spent so much time together. Maybe writing to you is pointless, but I can't help it. I can't help feeling you're alive out there somewhere. And that somehow my thoughts will reach you.
Dr. Michael Rhodes, leading authority in the investigation of psychic phenomena and the world of ESP.
Square. Cross. Circle.
Ready?
Star. Square.
Six. Nine. Nine.
No, our work here in extrasensory perception at the university isn't so new and unusual, Tina. Psychic research has become very extensive and sophisticated. This university and others have thousands of computerized case histories involving ESP experiences. I myself was drawn into the field when I received images with an accuracy that went far beyond chance or coincidence. Images that I received through mental means alone. Telepathy.
All right, Dr. Rhodes, ESP's a big thing, but that doesn't mean that Tina had something like that.
But it had to be. I wrote that at the same time with both hands.
It could be automatic writing, couldn't it?
All right, what's automatic writing?
There are those who can produce script in a waking state, and others who do so in various stages of trance. Hundreds of communications have been received by people through automatic writing, and many well-known authors claim that much of their work was written this way. Victor Hugo, Coleridge, Harriet Beecher Stowe.
Where does it come from?
I'm afraid we're still confronted with the same old answer, Tina. Automatic writing may be from the person's subconscious, or it may be the minds of others at work.
Look, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know how to write Chinese, Pete.
Look, Randy and his sister Betty both majored in Oriental languages. Betty teaches them. Tina was around that stuff all the time. She could have stored it in her mind.
Do you have any examples of Randy's handwriting?
Only in English.
You're convinced that what you saw was Randy Blake?
It was Randy. I know it was. Somehow, alive or dead, it was him.
Randy's dead.
You're certain of that?
Look, he got hit in the head. I saw him go down. A machine gun got him, and a second later, one got me. When I woke up, I was in a hospital behind the lines. They couldn't even find Randy. They couldn't even get back into that zone to look for him.
But he could be alive.
Tina, will you forget that stuff? All this ESP, you're just grasping at straws.
Pete may be right, Tina. You can't allow yourself to accept things out of emotion. The mind has ways of tricking itself. What you want to see very often, you can cause yourself to see.
Then you won't help. You won't even try, is that it?
I didn't say that. If we can look at this with cold scientific objectivity, we may find some evidence of psychic phenomena.
Where do I come from, you ask? But there is no place from which I come, nor do I have a certain place of my own. I drift with clouds, and my footsteps can be seen on the farthest reaches of the earth.
Dr. Rhodes, this is Randy's sister, Betty.
I am not a part of the human world. I live with it in one of my many bodies.
Forever, over the mountains, a wanderer wandering.
You know Yamamba,
The symbol of love.
love, is a hard worker, worn out from worrying about others. Go away. Leave me alone.
Betty, please.
Miss Blake, Tina honestly believes she saw Randy last night. And not as part of a dream, but some kind of impression.
He was in trouble, and he was calling out to me for help. And there's something else. Something that I wrote with my left hand.
Can you read this?
I swear it, Betty. I wrote that. I don't know what it means or what it is, but I wrote it.
Do you know what it says? Can you read it?
Being so much more than what I thought I was. Beyond pain and darkness and living death. Beyond escape of body wretched.
On wings of thought I rise and soar unconquered, reaching out to touch the minds of others, somewhere, somehow. Are you familiar with that quotation, Professor Blake?
What has that got to do with my son?
I know this is difficult for you, but there is a possibility.
A possibility of what? That Randy's trying to talk to us through our minds?
Professor, Einstein showed us that classical laws about atoms weren't valid anymore. Now, it's just possible that all these years your concepts of the nature of man have been limited. Give me a chance to broaden that experience.
How can that help Randy?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just in knowing the truth about his existence or lack of it.
What do you want from me?
Betty told me that Randy could read and write Chinese. Do you have anything that he wrote in Chinese that I can use to compare with this?
If I let you have it, will you leave me alone?
If that's what you want.
What I want is my son back. That's what I want. We loved each other.
Thank you, Professor. I'll bring it back soon. Is this Randy?
Yes.